Alright, we're going to do a little arts and crafts today. I've had this seat creeper thing kicking around here for a while. The back legs or wheels had snapped off it a while ago. Not very good wheels on there. They just bolt through, but they were garbage. Snapped right off. So I think what I'm going to do... Shop's a freaking mess right now. Got his injury and I'm bored as crap. So anyway... What I'm going to do is, I have this, was a snowmobile dolly thing. I cut it in half. What I think I'm going to do is just simply cut this in half again. Well, these wheels are a little taller, but I could weld them underneath, I guess. But it doesn't really matter to me. So I think I'm just going to weld that on top. Weld this one on top. Should be fine. Well, I could put a bar across, I guess. We'll see how sturdy it is once I get it on there. But I'll probably just do that. Seems like it's, yeah, a little arts and crafts day. Trying to figure out the best way to cut this, I guess. I could plug weld through there. Yeah, that's probably good. I can weld there and plug weld through there. And then when I cut it here, cut it there. I can do it again, weld again, so it should be fine. So let me get a marker, mark this out. Yeah, so I think I'll cut it right where my mark is. Probably should just cut, you know what, I should just measure this. Yeah, I'm just going to measure it, cut it right in half. And then I'll have the same on both sides to deal with. So these cuts don't have to be perfect. This is just a little something to do. There you go. So we got those two pieces that we can put on the bench now. Yeah, don't mind the mess. I've been injured and I haven't been able to do any cleaning, any carrying stuff. So I've been trying to take it easy, scratching away on my Camaro because I can just sit there and do that. But other than that, this should work pretty good. I'll even have a little support for this. I want to put something heavier in there. So I'm just going to mark off here where I need to sand. So I can weld in there, 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 there. See those? Get my other grinder. Alright, we'll start grinding away. Maybe just clean surface. Find that powder coating, it gets so gummy when you're trying to sand it off, but what can you do? I'll clean these up. We'll be ready to tack them on. Alright, I'm just going to give that a little tack. And then we'll weld it up. Tack it on the corners, get it nice and sturdy there. Oh, we got no ground. Sometimes the hardest part on this stuff is trying to figure out a ground. I'm sure you've heard that old tale before, but let me clean up a spot here where I can drop the weld on, or the ground. Yeah, sometimes getting a weld or a ground is tougher than the whole job. But anyway, try this again. Tacked. Didn't see all that snapping and cracking. I didn't get the you can see my flat disc wore right out. And it's all gummed up from the powder coat stuff, so I didn't really get it clean, but it'll be good enough for what we need to do here today. Turn up my wire speed a bit. See how that does it. That's nice, eh? Can we do these ones maybe? A little stronger. Drop lots of weld on here. We don't got a lot of grip there. There we go. That's not going anywhere. I'm going to plug weld in these little holes too, just to be sure. Just a little plug in each one. I'm happy with that. You can see it's a little spattery when I first started, but that's on there. That's not going anywhere now. Alright, I'll move on to the other side. Alrighty, it's all welded up. Let's take it for a rip. There we go, look at that. The old back saber. That's not bad for 5 minutes work, I guess. So I was gonna throw it out, but I had that old snowmobile. I don't even know where I got that old snowmobile thing, but it was here. Some little dolly, but anyway, back to scratch it away at the Camaro. This makes it a lot easier. Sit down and do the bottom of the door there. And hope everybody's having a great day. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. You know what to do. I don't have to tell you. All right, enjoy.